You know that feeling when you want to start something new, something exciting, something that's been calling to you for weeks, but you look at your to-do list and it's still full of half-finished stuff from months ago. And it's not that you don't care about those things, it's that they're boring now. The spark is gone, but they're still there, taking up space, making everything feel heavier than it needs to. Yeah, well, I found a fix for that, and today I'm going to share it with you. Welcome to the Do More, Stress Less podcast. I'm your host, Alexis Hasselberger, a time management and productivity coach. In every episode, I give you actionable, practical tips to help you learn to use your time in a way that feels good to you every day. No more hustling, scrambling, or struggling to keep your head above water. So let's dive in, and soon enough, you'll be doing more and stressing less. My word of the year for 2026 is whims. Why? Because I tend to be a planner. And as someone with ADHD, I require that structure to function, even though I often resist it. And literally no one would say that I am spontaneous. Just ask my husband. But this year, I want more of following what seems fun and less of planning for what I hope will work out. I want more whimsy. And in order to have more whimsy, I need to be able to follow my whims. I'm going to embrace my shiny object syndrome a little more than I have in the past. Will it work? Will I like it? Who knows? And that's why I'm experimenting. However, I have all these ideas, my whims, that I want to lean into. But I was feeling that it was difficult to lean into them when I also had a bunch of unfinished projects left over from last year because I'm human and nothing magical happens when the year turns. Dates are made up, right? End of rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, so I blocked off a week and I called it Last Mile Week, like last mile delivery. Shipping generally occurs in two phases, putting your stuff on the cargo plane or the ship to get it to your city, and then the last mile folks who get it from the warehouse that it's delivered to your front door. So I scheduled this last mile week with the goal being to knock out the last mile of all these unfinished projects and tasks, many of which honestly were kind of boring, so that I could get onto the whims. And you know what? It worked. And I liked it. Now, did I like doing all of that stuff? Well, not exactly, but I definitely liked getting it done. And now, as I'm thinking about this, I'm ready to lean into those whims because I got that stuff done. There's no more loose ends hanging over my head. So if you've got a bunch of unfinished stuff hanging over your head, dragging you down, schedule a last mile week or a last mile day and see how much freer you feel afterwards. And not to mention accomplished. And if you're the kind of person who likes starting more than finishing, well, this technique is for you. Okay, before you go, one more thing. If you've been listening to this podcast and thinking to yourself, I want to actually do this stuff. I just need help figuring out where to start. Then I've built something for you. It's called the Do More, Stress Less app. And it's personalized coaching every single day based on the same process that I use with all of my clients. It is trained in my voice and on everything I've ever put out into the world. How it works is that you take a quick quiz and it builds a plan around your brain, your goals, your schedule. And then every day you get support. You get a specific action step to take and you get coaching guidance. And it adapts to you as you go, which I think is the very coolest part of the whole thing. So there's no falling behind, right? It's not a set of modules you need to do. There's no rigid rules around it. It's just consistent progress that adds up over time. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, check it out. The link is in the show notes. And as always, if you found today's episode helpful, you can go ahead and share that with somebody else who might need to hear it too, right? If this has been helpful to you, I bet there's somebody in your world that would find value in it too. And that helps them and it helps this podcast grow to reach more people.